Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. It is September 29th, 2025 as I am recording this. There has been a recent substantial document drop from the Moscow Police Department concerning their investigation into the catastrophic events that happened at 1122 King Road at issue in the criminal case styled as State of Idaho versus Brian C. Kohberger. There are essentially three categories of items never before seen by the public, which is making its way through the internet, been the source of a lot of discussion here in the United States and globally, been the topic of media reports, interviews, articles, and so forth. The first category is body cam images from some of the first responders from the Moscow Police Department to 1122 King Road. And on these new body cam images, you see the officers from their perspective on that very tragic day as they are making their way through the house, outside of it at 1122 King Road, canvassing the neighborhood, speaking to various people, and so forth. The second are interviews with certain individuals by a Moscow Police Department officer. The third is video of what the state of Idaho and law enforcement regarded as suspect vehicle 1 that they have alleged was Mr. Kohberger's vehicle. As you are watching these videos and listening to them, I recommend that you have available to you the reports that these officers wrote that were released to the public by the Moscow Police Department back in July, because it will set forth what, from their perspective, you are now seeing. For example, Moscow Police Department sequence report number 4 is the report of Corporal Ryan Snyder. He was very active on November 13th, 2022. You see him doing such things, everything from taking the yellow police caution tape and affixing it around a part of the property, to taking the photographs that he took, which the public understands are some of the earliest photographs taken both inside and outside of 1122 King Road. You also see him canvassing the neighborhood and, for example, speaking with the residents of the house next door to the crime scene at 1112 King Road, 1112 King Road, which is at the corner of King and Queen Road. And some of the released video over the past few days is video from that camera that it was released before, but it's been placed in a media representative's report that aligns the 1112 camera images along with images that was secured from some of the officers' canvassing of the neighborhood. These reports, I think, will give you perspective. For example, Corporal Snyder's report was written at the end of his day on November 13th, 2022. It will give you his perspective of what he did, what he saw that day, including his canvassing of the neighborhood, his interacting with certain members of law enforcement, members in the community, taking of the photographs. He's labeled the photographs in that report. I think it may help to be a more fruitful understanding of what you're now seeing in the video. This will now conclude this episode of the Indie Zone. Thank you for joining us today.